Let's take a look at the top headlines first. Manipur governor extends greeting on Manipuri New Year. Transporters not obeying orders of Transport Directorate for loading and offloading goods. India invited for G7 Hiroshima summit in Japan. And Russian cruise missiles destroyed in Crimea blast, claims Ukraine. Hello and welcome to ELITETV English News. I'm Utpala. Before giving you the news, we request you to follow the SOP given by the government. Wear face masks when out in public, wash hands regularly, and maintain a minimum distance of 6 feet between one person and another. ELITETV requests you to get vaccinated in time to protect ourselves from this virus and play a part in the fight against COVID-19. Now the news in detail. Governor of Manipur, Anusuya Uike, has extended her greetings to the people of Manipur on the occasion of Manipuri New Year Sajibugi Noma Panba Cherauba 2023. In her message, she stated that New Year is an occasion for the people to rejoice and look forward to future with hope. She mentioned that it is time for making resolution to usher in a year of peace and harmony in the state. She has also remarked to create bond of friendship among different communities of the state. She also urged all to rededicate once again to the promotion of peace and harmony in the state for making a better Manipur. Meanwhile, Speaker of Manipur Legislative Assembly T.H. Satyabrata Singh also extended his wishes on Sajibu Noa Panba that falls on 22nd March. In his message, he stated that the day is observed with piousness and serenity, both at physical and mental level, followed by preparing traditional cuisine and making ritual offerings. He wished to all people in different communities in the state to live in peace, harmony and prosperity in the new year ahead. Loading and offloading of goods are still taking place by the transporters in Imphal area, defying the order of Directorate of Transport. The law enforcing agency, mainly police personnel, are also involved in disobeying the instructions. It can be mentioned that Directorate of Transport has issued an order on 6th March by Lyrin Lakpam Nivedita that under section 115 by 117, the vehicles related with loading and uploading goods should be done between 8:30 p.m. to 6 a.m. but it was not followed till now. It also stated to obey by the vehicles in Pauna Bazaar, Thangal Bazaar, MG Avenue, Dharmsala, Alugali and Jalan Provision to Koyathong traffic point. The vehicles including 6-wheelers and above, light vehicles, 3 or 4-wheelers and others were allowed at the said time. The decision was made on 10th January after the meeting of Traffic Regulation and Parking Committee of Imphal West and Imphal East District under Manipur Vehicles Act, which was also chaired by Transport Minister. Manipur Police Department has sent proposal for investigation of late A.K. Nuanba to Home Ministry by National Investigation Agency NIA. The press release issued by Superintendent of Police Kangpokpi District stated that Manipur Police Department has sent proposal for handing over the murder case to National Investigation Agency NIA. Accordingly, the State Home Department has recommended the proposal to Ministry of Home Affairs, Government of India, for handing over the case to National Investigation Agency. All Manipur Brahmin Association has condemned on sudden elimination of all powers of former President of BJY Manohar Mayum Barish Sharma. This was stated in the press meet held at Manipur Press Club today by the spokesperson of the association, Bachaspati Mayum Shamananda Sharma. He remarked that removal of powers of Barish from President of BJYM as per order by state BJP was unfortunate. He asserted that the act is suspicious if the reason was for him being a Brahmin. He further appealed BJP to give the right origin. He also assured to continue supporting the steps taken up by the government.
Brahman organization adugimati yamna nuai taba thamoi sokpa amakak phawe asigumba Manipur government amadi BJP Manipur state na lokhalakpa moi gi khongthang waron thrakki matang du oiro adai NRC bu oiro thabuk thorum khudimuk te koi matam subada sogalaga lai ad makha ta ba suge sogut khigani haiba wafam je thamjage aduga mahak adugumba young talent young dynamic oiba baris ko bonu pa makha BJYM gi adugumba man yubo morsa gi president famdi ma puraga dum lejaraga sumagi power punam magi adugumba activity punam lokthui habiche tabada akhoi adugi matik yamna nuai jade masigi maram kari maram leibiginu haibadu masu akhoi tasingna khangning bu phawi.
A team of Sintimai police arrested some persons suspected to be drug users and peddlers from Kanchipur near Little Rose School crossing along the roadside of National Highway 102 on Monday. As informed by the police, one of them was identified as MD Shahrukh Khan, age 23, son of late MD Safiruddin of Kiamgai Mayalikai. On further checking in presence of the locality, one blue-color nylon handbag suspected to be containing heroin powder in 3 vials and 20 empty vials. Plastic containers were found from his possession and seized at the same at the spot. The said individual was arrested from the spot. Further, 6 persons were also found at the spot, and on questioning them, all 6 stated that they had come there to buy the said heroin powder for their personal consumption from the said MD Shahrukh Khan. Necessary proceedings has been initiated against them. Niam Guanglung Kamai, son of Hilary Kamai from Longmai 4 Peaceland under None district, has been found missing since 15th March. He is in class 8 at Bahrain Baptist Academy. Kumji also stayed at Bahrain Baptist Academy hostel. He is 5 feet tall, round-faced with fair complexion. According to his school principal report, he ran out from hostel on 15th March after second period, and since then he has been found missing till date. Information has reached villagers, social leaders, including None police, but still cannot be found. Southern Angami Public Organization SAPO has lifted restrictions imposed on Mao community on advice of Angami Public Organization from 21st March. In the press release issued by the organization, it is stated that during an APO extraordinary meeting held on 17th March with its executive members, presidents of all frontal organizations, advisory board members and intellectuals, Angami Public Organization resolved to take over the contentious SAPO matter at hand. It can be mentioned that SAPO had imposed restrictions on Mao community within its jurisdiction to protest the unfair occupation of Manipur, government's armed forces, and imposing CRPC 144 within the heart of Kezolsa, which is currently in dispute with the deliberate intention to construct roads and carry out other development activities. The restrictions on Mao were imposed from midnight of 15 December 2022 till 20th March 2023. 29th Foundation of Chanura Lamching Lel Kanglei Park was held at Manipur Press Club today. The program was attended by retired Director of Art and Culture, Manipur, Dr. K. Sobita, and National and International Awardee H. Ibutombi Kuman. Speaking on the occasion, President of Chanura Lamching Lel Kanglei Park, C.H. Pakpi, remarked that women have been playing a vital role in shaping the society, taking part in various issues of the state. She also stressed on the violence done to women besides the duties. Pakpi also assured that Chanura Lamching Lel Kanglei Park would always stand for crime against women in the state.
Nupisingda Sathariba, Miot Minay Amadi, Ligengi Oiba, Crime Kayada, Asi, Akoigi, Selkena, Zangjaliba Pandam Asi, Asi Nupida Sathariba, Miot Minay Asi, Sathabayaro Haba Pandam Asida, Akoi Makatana, Sathara Kigani, Amadi, Laibaki, Azawa Isukaya, Laklabasu, Asi, Selkena, Leptana, Zangsala Kagani, Haiba Hayasi, Tamzera.
It's time for a short break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Welcome you all to UNACO School Channel in Far East, an exclusive co-educational residential school located on a sprawling 50 acres campus just 24 kilometers away from Imphal city. The school will be affiliated to CBSE New Delhi. Academic session will begin on 1st April 2023 for classes 4 to 8. Registration commence open for 2023 and 24 session.
It is notified for information of all supervising officer and officers in charge of the 158 examination centers of the undergoing HSLC examination 2023 that all AOCs, SIs, invigilators and staff of the different examination centers are not allowed to hold and carry mobile or smartphones inside the examination hall or room during the hour of examination. The OC of each examination center should collect mobile phones and any electronic communication devices from all AOCs, SIs, invigilators and staff before 8:40 a.m. It should be strictly followed by all OCs. If any of the above electronic devices are found, then responsibilities shall be fixed on the OC concerned. Secretary Dr. S. Mangijau Boshet.
The pinnacles of success. Get enrolled to one of the finest schools in Northeast India, UNACO School, Excellence in Education.
Welcome back. You're watching ELITETV English News. Opposition party Voice of the People Party VPP legislators staged a walkout from the Meghalaya Assembly on Monday in protest after Governor Fagu Chauhan addressed the House in Hindi. VPP President Ardent Miller Basayo Moit and 3 other party MLAs staged a walkout even after Speaker Thomas A. Sangma and Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma intervened and explained that the translated speech has been distributed since the governor has limitations reading in English. Expressing strong resentment at being addressed in Hindi, Basayo Moit argued on sending Hindi-speaking governor that it made them not understand what he was talking, so they would stage a walkout. He stated that they didn't want to be a part of the proceeding and those who do not feel insulted might sit in the House. The opposition MLAs maintained that English is the official language of the Meghalaya Legislative Assembly. Giving the reason behind the governor's address to the House in Hindi, Chief Minister Sangma said that the written speech has been circulated in the House as per rule. Chief Minister remarked that the governor cannot read English, therefore a written speech has been circulated, and that it was sad to see such disrespect as the Speaker had even permitted the governor to address in Hindi. Sangma urged all the members to bear with the House and show decorum of the House and not to shout while the governor read the address. However, Cabinet Minister of Sangma M. Ampareen Lingdo, however, extended her support to the opposition MLAs and spoke after the session that Hindi is not well comprehended by most of our people. She also faced difficulties following the address, even though a written translation was made available, and they should find a way to address.
Scenario, national scenario, as I said, just because a person is not able to speak a particular language does not lead to the conclusion that they are disrespecting. So hence one has to understand that there are these limitations and obviously we need to work with these limitations, and the Honorable Governor, not by choice, but because of the limitations, he had to speak in Hindi. So it would be wrong, as I said, and incorrect to jump to that conclusion. Lastly, when it comes to the entire issue of, the entire patriotism that we all talk about, I also want to make it clear that we have to remember that each and every one of us here, be it any tribe, any community, any language-speaking community, Obviously, we all love our own people. We have a sense of patriotism in us. But having that sense of patriotism and love for our people doesn't get stronger just by hating others or by bringing down others or by bringing comments like these that you cannot speak in this language. It does not strengthen your patriotism. It just creates the negativity which is not healthy at all in our society.
India and Japan have signed 2 documents on the sidelines of the bilateral talks between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida. The agreements include the renewal of the Memorandum of Cooperation in Japanese language and exchange of notes or JICA loan for 300 billion yen on the Mumbai-Ahmedabad high-speed railway project. Briefing media in New Delhi yesterday, Foreign Secretary Vinay Mohan Kwatra said the 2 leaders discussed an entire gamut of bilateral issues. Mr. Kwatra said Prime Minister Modi expressed his desire with Prime Minister Kishida to declare next year as the year of youth exchanges between the 2 countries. He said Mr. Kishida formally invited Mr. Modi to the G7 Hiroshima summit. Earlier, Prime Minister Narendra Modi held bilateral talks with his Japanese counterpart Fumio Kishida in New Delhi. In a statement after the talks, Mr. Modi said the meeting aimed to strengthen India-Japan relationship and give voice to the global south. Ukraine's defense ministry has said an explosion in the Crimean city of Dzhankoi destroyed Russian cruise missiles intended for use by Moscow's Black Sea Fleet. Anton Gerashchenko, an advisor to Ukraine's Interior Ministry, circulated footage he said reportedly showed the train station area in the city. The footage showed a loud single fiery blast followed by a plume of smoke in the night sky. It was not possible to verify his claim. The ministry's main intelligence directorate said on Monday that an explosion in Dzhankoi city in the north of temporarily occupied Crimea destroyed Russian caliber K and cruise missiles as they were being transported by rail. It did not claim responsibility. It said the missiles, designed to be launched from surface ships of Russia's Black Sea Fleet, had an operational range of more than 2,500 kilometers on land and 375 kilometers at sea. A Russian military air base is located near Dzhankoi, with Ukrainian officials long saying that the city and the surrounding areas had been turned into Russia's largest military base in Crimea. Ihor Ivan, the Russian-installed head of the Dzhankoi administration, was quoted as saying the city was attacked by drones and that a 33-year-old man suffered a shrapnel injury from a downed drone. The Russian-appointed governor of Crimea, Sergei Aksanov, said anti-aircraft weapons were fired in the vicinity of Dzhankoi and that falling debris injured 1 person and damaged a home and a store. He did not mention that cruise missiles were hit on or specify why the anti-aircraft weapons were fired. Chinese President Xi Jinping arrived in Moscow on Monday for a 3-day visit. During his visit, the 2 sides will discuss strategic cooperation in the energy, military spheres and the Ukraine conflict. Xi said he was happy to be back in Russia after landing at Vnukovo airport and stressed the importance of strong relations between Beijing and Moscow, not just for the nations themselves, but also for the wider international community. The main round of talks, however, will take place on Tuesday. The Russian and Chinese delegations will hold negotiations in an expanded format and are set to sign a dozen documents outlining bilateral cooperation, including 2 major joint statements. Russian officials previously said that the historic visit, which comes at a time when relations between Moscow and Beijing are at an all-time high, should give new impetus to bilateral ties. Paul Grant, an actor who appeared in the Star Wars and Harry Potter films, has died aged 56 after being found collapsed outside a train station. Grant was found outside King's Cross Station in North London on Thursday afternoon. He was pronounced dead at 3:49 a.m. on Monday, but has been declared brain dead before that following his collapse. The cause of death has not been disclosed. Grant, who played an Ewok in Return of the Jedi and a Goblin in Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone appeared as one of the Goblin Corps in the cult 1986 classic Labyrinth alongside David Bowie and Jennifer Connelly. The actor also served as a stunt double in Labyrinth for Hoggle, who was performed by Sherry Weiser and voiced by Brian Henson. His other film credits include Legend, the 1985 Tom Cruise film, and the 1988 film Willow. His daughter Sophie Jane Grant confirmed his death to Sky News. Grant is survived by his girlfriend Maria Dwyer, his 2 daughters and 1 son, as well as his stepchildren and grandchildren. For ELITETV News Channel, contact the email address info@elitetv.in or 940-289-0982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow us on Facebook page, Instagram and Twitter for more information about the channel. Let's take a look at the top headlines once again. Manipur Governor extends greetings on Manipuri New Year. Transporters not obeying orders of Transport Directorate for loading and offloading goods. India invited for G7 Hiroshima Summit in Japan. And Russian cruise missiles destroyed in Crimea blast, claims Ukraine. That's all for now. Thank you for watching ELITETV English News. Stay safe and have a great day.